to vote than almost any other place in Canada. How are you engaging everyday people in the democratic process, and how do you plan to continue that engagement if elected?
Thanks. I think that engagement of people in the political process is a very big issue for our community. We know that a lot of us don't even choose to go out and vote. We have one of the lowest voter turnouts in Canada, as we mentioned. And from the Pirate Party's perspective, if you're looking at government, we're not saying that it's directly connected and related to people's everyday lives very often. It's kind of like, if government were a computer, we often look at things from a technological perspective. It would be one of those really old computers that you like press a button, you can't figure out what it does. Yeah? Everybody have that experience? You have to like type in commands off a list or something. We want to bring a new user interface to government. We want to reapproach that process, and the way we're doing that is through our listening campaign. We want to bring democracy to people. You know, if you're not involved in the conversation, then your vote is not as significant. If you don't have the chance to tell what's important first, then all you're doing is picking between talking heads. And we want to engage people in the process of creating our government here in Canada. So we're doing that with our listening campaign, and we're doing that through a variety of types of technology. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube. We're engaging a lot of the forms of technology that people are using to communicate. But we don't want to leave anyone else behind either. You can participate in our listening campaign through a written response. You can call in our phone number. All that information is on the sheet that hopefully you got when you walked in the door. In fact, tonight we're actually live tweeting this event out over the internet so that people who aren't here can experience what's going on here. Thanks, Jonathan, in the back. So that's what we think we need to do. We need to reapproach the way that government is involved in everyday people's lives, and the Pirate Party is ready to do that. So.
Do you challenge with that?
I'd like to hear from Kevin Lamoureux.
Kevin, would you like to hear that question again? Or you're sure if you like? Our community has fewer people choosing to vote than almost any other place in Canada. How are you engaging everyday people in the democratic process, and how do you plan to continue that engagement if elected?